let's talk about how to get somebody with a dismissive avoidant attachment style to open up to you, family. But first, welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is DismissibleMe, where I speak only about dismissive avoidant attachment, excuse me, from the perspective of somebody with a dismissive avoidant attachment style or had a severe dismissive avoidant attachment style. So please join the family, join the journey, like, share, and subscribe. Find me on Instagram. Let me know where you are watching from and your attachment style down below. And getting right into today's video, again, how to get somebody with a dismissive avoidant attachment style to open up to you. For me, the number one thing is being patient and being consistent. And if you are an avoidant out there or a dismissive avoidant, please drop a 1 down below if this is the same for you. Being patient and being consistent. Patience for me, crucial. I need time to feel safe with someone. I need time to feel comfortable with someone, and safe enough to share my feelings, safe enough to feel safe to be open and very transparent with someone. Consistency with being very present and reliable. I need to know that I can not only trust you with the things that I'm saying and feel safe with you as far as communicating, but that if I go out on a limb and trust you with something or trust you to do something, if I step out of my comfort zone and rely on you for something, that you are reliable. If you are inconsistent, at the first sign of inconsistency for me, I recognize it, and if it is very early on, that may be the thing that makes me completely ghost, leave, be done with the situation. A lack of patience, putting a lot of pressure on me to move faster than I'm comfortable with. Another thing that doesn't get me to open up, or it really doesn't get anybody anywhere. If I'm not moving fast enough for you, you just need to move on. And because I'm going to move on, I'm going to understand that. But I feel like what I see a lot of in the comment section when people reach out to me on Instagram or in the email, email is probably not the best way to reach out to me, is that somebody is not meeting their needs or they're not moving fast enough for them. Then I feel like that person just doesn't meet your needs. There's this need for people to change instead of people just finding people that are meeting their needs or them doing the changing. Very odd business. But the patience, not rushing me to do things, especially being physical, especially for open up emotionally. Like, I need to be able to move on my time. I need to feel safe and comfortable with somebody. Also, if I am relying on you to do certain things or to be there for me, I need you to actually follow up with that, because when you do not, it's an automatic shutdown. It's an automatic, okay, I'm not opening up to this person. It's an immediate halt, standstill from that point on. The next thing on my list of things to do to help the process of somebody with a dismissive avoidant attachment style opening up to you is communicating non-judgmentally. So I have to feel comfortable to express myself openly and freely with someone without fear of judgment and criticism. Active listening, so like listening and me knowing that you're paying attention, but you not necessarily, it's not about not giving feedback, it's giving unsolicited advice. Trying to suggest what it is that I need to do. Sometimes I just need somebody to listen. And I'm not even saying agree. I'm saying I just need a solid listening ear and somebody to just hearing what it is that I'm saying and accepting what it is that I am saying to them. Maybe I don't need help in that moment. Maybe I don't need a critique in that moment. Maybe I don't need, well, here's my opinion. Maybe I don't need that. If I didn't ask for an opinion, if I didn't ask specifically for help, if I called to talk, I called to talk. I didn't necessarily call to get your opinion or for you to fix the situation. Sometimes I just needed that listening ear. So what I would say is pay attention to the person's words. If they say that they want to talk to you, let them talk. Just let them speak and you just listen. Whereas we need to talk about something, which implies a conversation. So like, pay attention to what people say and pay attention to what people don't say. But the communicating non-judgmentally, I just spoke about just listening, avoiding reacting with strong emotion. So if I'm opening up, part of that communicating non-judgmentally also comes into play with managing your emotions. If I tell you something and you get all excited, or oh no, like, that's not what I came for. If I need you to listen, I just need you to listen. I don't need any of that. I just need you to listen and just be there. I'm relying on you to just be there, be a listening ear. I'm not asking you really for much. Please avoid the strong emotions. Like, I may be trying to sort out my emotions. I can't have you piling on your unsolicited emotions onto me. Like, this is part of the reason why I'm coming to you and trusting you, because I trust that you're a level-headed person, that your emotions are in check, that you have good logic and sound reason. And this is why I'm coming and sharing and being vulnerable with you. Getting into item number 3, respecting my need for space. Respecting that person's need for space. I cannot tell you how many times I have told people that I need a certain amount of space and they have not respected it. They didn't take it serious. They thought that, again, and I feel like I've said this a few times in getting into the third thing to help somebody with a dismissive avoidant attachment style open up is respecting my need for space. The lack of respecting my need for space has been one of the number one reasons why I have had to end relationships with people, not just romantic situations, friendships also. I need my space. I need my personal time. It's not personal. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me. And no, I'm not just saying that just to say that. It really doesn't have anything to do with you. I want my space. This is my time to relax. It is my time to think things through. It is my time to self-reflect, introspect. This is my time to just reset, do a factory reset for the next week, for the next day, for the next event that I have. Like, my personal time is very important to me. And because I grew up a certain way and I spent a lot of time alone, I need alone time. Now, not an excessive amount, but it is something that is regular, and some people find it to be too much or excessive for them. That's fine. I totally understand that. But respecting my space is a number one thing. Avoid putting pressure on me when I'm asking for space to open up or to take less time away. Like, come on now, please respect my space. If I'm respecting your boundaries, please respect mine. If I'm meeting you halfway, you got to meet me halfway. Give me the space and time that I need while I'm asking for space to process my feelings, to process my emotions, to think about things, especially if I'm taking a break because of the relationship. So let's talk about that specifically. If I'm taking a break from the relationship because of the relationship, please allow me that time. Not allowing me the time that I've asked for, and maybe even slightly more depending on the situation. I mean, you should know your person, right? Know and understand your situation. Could cause me to just completely back away from a situation. And when I say back away, completely withdraw and just move on, end it. Because, like, you're not respecting my space. I'm asking you for time away to think by myself, and you're still trying to convince me to be with you. Is like, why would I want to be with somebody like that? So the chasing, as I've mentioned in a previous video earlier this week, again, like, share, subscribe, only pushes me further away. Give me the space. Respecting my space. I've always found people that respected my space very attractive. It's always stood out to me when those people respected my space. The fourth thing on my list here is sharing your vulnerabilities, and specifically sharing your vulnerabilities in a way where, number one, you're feeling comfortable and it's not so intrusive that when you share this, you're not expecting me to immediately share something too. So please do not share something super vulnerable in which I just shared something really deep and I'm expecting you to share something equally as deep. That's not for me. What you're really going to do is make me uncomfortable. Because not only am I not comfortable with sharing that level of personal story depth with you, but now I'm feeling this pressure because you've shared something that you feel like I need to share something, and that's going to make me go cold, withdraw, and I've dropped videos on that as well. also, like that pressure, like that you just did something so that I need to reciprocate. Please don't do that either. So leading by example in a way that doesn't make me feel like I need to be vulnerable with you in that moment right then and there, but leave the door open that, okay, I just shared this with you, so it is safe for you to share things like this with me. Like, I'm keeping the door open. I'm opening up the door for that. I don't want to feel like every time you're sharing or being vulnerable or transparent with me, that you're trying to force me to, in that moment, be vulnerable or transparent or have a conversation about deep emotions, because then that's going to turn to a situation where I'm withdrawing because I don't want to talk to you, because I'm not sure where these conversations are going to go, and you're constantly hitting me with these big emotional bombs all over the place. And I don't necessarily want to do that. I need to know it's okay to share with you without it becoming overwhelming or becoming a regular thing if I'm not ready or in a place where I want it to be a regular thing at that moment or that space and time in that relationship. So, getting someone with a dismissive avoidant attachment style to open up to you, being patient and consistent, communicating non-judgmentally and not reacting with strong emotions, respecting my needs for space, allowing me to take the time that I need to think, process, and go through all of my emotions and feelings about situations, especially after an argument or a fight, some type of conflict. And then number 4 is sharing your vulnerabilities, but sharing things in a way that does not imply that there is pressure or make the other person feel pressure to share with you also very vulnerable things right then and there, but more opening up the door for them. So family, that's all I have for you in this video. Let me know what resonated for you. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know where you are watching from. Find me on Instagram. Check out the playlist. And family, I'll be tapping in with you very soon. Keep it real.